Hey, what's up everybody? Today, we're going to go over Jason Garrett's draft classes, okay? In particular, we're going to go over his best picks, alright? So, let's jump right into it. But first, let's go right into some memory lane. Check out these videos I dug up, alright? Check it out.
With the ninth pick in the 2011 NFL Draft, the Dallas Cowboys select Tyron Smith, offensive tackle of USC. St. Louis has traded the sixth pick to Dallas. With the sixth pick in the 2012 NFL Draft, the Dallas Cowboys select Morris Claiborne, defensive back, LSU. With the 31st pick in the 2013 NFL Draft, the Dallas Cowboys select Travis Frederick, center, Wisconsin. With the 16th pick in the 2014 NFL Draft, the Dallas Cowboys select Zach Martin, guard, Notre Dame. The Dallas Cowboys select Byron Jones. With the fourth pick in the 2016 NFL Draft, the Dallas Cowboys select Ezekiel Elliott.
As you can tell, those were all of the first round picks starting from 2011. And what a way to start the draft. And before we get to this guy, this is serious because this guy requires cap mode, okay? And who is it? Tyron Smith, the cornerstone offensive lineman of offensive linemen, the beast, Mr. Blindside. What can you say? And he's still young. The Cowboys did an ultimate home run here, and for me, Jason Garrett, for him to be that as his first pick, unbelievable pick. It's the way to get the regime underway. So let's go over the class here. So 2011, obviously we had Tyron Smith, Bruce Carter, DeMarco Murray, and then David Arkin, Josh Thomas, Harris, Chapas, and Nagy. From that draft class, you know, you had Tyron Smith, obviously the #1 guy there. Bruce Carter, he was redshirted his first year. He had a knee injury in college, in North Carolina. And then DeMarco Murray, he had a pretty solid career with the Cowboys. So that was a good one. These other guys, you know, they didn't make the team or they fell off. Dwayne Harris in round 6, he was an adequate return guy with us, although he had some fumbling issues, muffed punts and that kind of thing. Looks like he got that turned around with the Giants. I wish he would have done that with the Cowboys, but you know, adequate guy there. So decent draft pick there for the Cowboys. 2012, okay? This draft class here, to me, might be one of Jason Garrett's weaker classes. So first round pick, obviously, Morris Claiborne. Pretty much the guy's been a bust, okay? Had a good rookie campaign, but marred by injuries the whole way. Seemed like he had a renaissance season this year, but again, the injuries got to him. So, we traded up to get that guy. You know, we moved up. We traded with St. Louis to get that #6 spot. So, that hurt us in that draft. You know, we didn't have another pick until the 3rd round, and we got Crawford, okay? Drafted him as a defensive end. He's been switching between defensive end and defensive tackle and back to defensive end, and he hasn't been a good pick. In the overall scheme of it, he hasn't been a good pick. He just doesn't have a home. I mean, he hasn't been a good pick. He's contributed, but not a playmaker, not a cornerstone player. Kyle Wilbur, auxiliary player. Matt Johnson, poor guy. Remember that guy? The safety could never get on, injured. Kept getting injured with his hamstrings. He needed a hamstring transplant, pretty much. Poor guy. I was hoping for big things from him. He had a lot of potential. Danny Cole had the foot injury. James Hanna, he's been good for us. Not one of the better picks of Garrett, but he's been good. And the Cowboys, they really utilized him in the running game. So he was a good pick. I like James Hanna. He can catch. He has some speed. So we'll see what happens with his career here. He has a bruised knee, which is almost an alias for a microfracture. So we'll see what ends up happening there with him. But he was a good pick. All right, in 2013, this is an interesting draft class for me. Started out with Travis Frederick with the first pick. Nobody knew the guy. Honestly, nobody knew him. Everybody was miffed by the pick. They were wondering what the hell we were doing. We needed defense or something, you know. But the guy ended up being the anchor for the offensive line. What a brilliant pick. These are the kind of picks that show why the Cowboys in the front office, they know more than the fans, obviously. Gavin Escobar, however, you know, they wanted to do this whole, you know, 2 tight end set. They went through this little phase where they thought they could do something here, like the Patriots, I guess. I'm not sure. Total bust. Second round bust. Hasn't done crap. Hasn't done a thing. A few touchdowns here. He never could block. He never caught on with the run blocking. This is the kind of guy. He's not gonna get re-signed, but he could flourish somewhere. Might flourish with the Patriots. With those guys, man, he'll find a good landing spot. His career will probably get better after he leaves here. Terrence Williams. For me, he's between adequate and a good player because he has his moments. He has speed. But the body catching, not good. Not good. If he was more of a nab the ball out of the air and was more reliable, I would want to keep him. But right now for free agency, I don't know. I'm torn. You know, keep him, let him go. Doesn't really matter. The draft is deep with talent, so I think we can get somebody. So there would be nice. I think the Cowboys are going to offer him probably like a $4 million a year deal. He's probably looking for more like 6 or 7, maybe higher, probably higher, obviously. So, and then JJ Wilcox, the converted running back, never did anything here. Just constantly taking bad angles for tackling. He always went for the big hit and never wrapped people up. Drive me crazy. So adequate pick. And, you know, he contributed, but not very good. Of course, Webb, Randall. Total freaking disaster with this guy. And Devontae Holloman. This guy had a lot of potential. It was a shame that he couldn't stay healthy. He had to retire from the Cowboys, if you remember. Number 57. He had the neck injury and concussions and that kind of thing. So he had potential to be a round 6 steal, but he didn't make it. 2014, the infamous Johnny Manziel, Zach Martin draft. The Cowboys did the right thing here with getting Martin. He's been a freaking train, a massive upgrade to the offensive line. He mauls everybody in front of him. The best defensive tackles and everybody in the league. He stones them all. He stones all these guys. I remember seeing him in the Senior Bowl. They did the same thing, you know. This guy, he caught my eye. I was like, man, this guy might be somebody. I'm glad we drafted him. And I'm a Notre Dame fan, so it worked out for me. He did good. He's doing good, okay? The second round, DeMarcus Lawrence. This guy, you know the drill. This guy just hasn't done anything. He's been injured, off-field issues. You know, they switched him from left end to right end. Really didn't do anything at right end. Maybe they'll move him back to left end this season if we draft a true legitimate right end that can get to the quarterback. If not, if they keep Lawrence at right end, he's not going to get it done. He needs a breakout season. This is a contract year for him, so he's got to step up and do something. Anthony Hitchens, he's been a good, adequate. He's there like a Terrence Williams for me. He's adequate and between adequate and good. So he's been good at times, and at other times he hasn't been too good. The rest of this draft class wasn't very good. Street never did anything. Gardner, Smith, Dixon, Bishop had a little spot duty there in the Green Bay playoff game, but that was it. Terrence Mitchell, I think, ended up going somewhere else. And where did he go? The Broncos or somewhere? I don't know. He's doing better now. The 2015 draft class, Byron Jones. I think the jury's still out on Byron Jones. He'll frustrate you, and then he'll make plays. He's kind of inconsistent is basically what it is. You know, they brought him in here to be a safety hybrid slash cornerback, nickel back, whatever. They have him all over the place. He's very versatile. So with that, I mean, they're getting some value out of that. But as far as being a playmaker, he doesn't make interceptions. He comes close but doesn't make interceptions. Sometimes he'll go through a streak where the tight ends eat him alive. And then sometimes he'll make brilliant pass deflections. So with him, the jury's still out. Obviously, this is the 2015 draft class, so there's that 3-year window. You know that they say in year 3 you gotta really turn it around. So we'll see what he does here in the next season. Randy Gregory, total bust. Dude's not gonna do anything for us. Pretty much his career is probably over. I just don't see him making it through this 1-year suspension without failing another test. If there was a bet in Vegas, man, you would have to take that as I don't know, man. So much potential, but he's ruining his career, and he pretty much has. Chaz Green, he looked like a good pick, but he can't stay healthy, and I think that's going to put the Cowboys in a bind here. He can't stay healthy, and he had these issues in college, and you know they've translated to the NFL level. So sometimes these guys that are banged up and have these issues in college, sometimes they bring it into the league, you know. So I think Chaz Green might be one of these guys. 4th round pick, Damian Wilson. I like this guy. I think he has a lot of potential. The Cowboys really utilized him more this year than ever, and you know, this was year 2 for him, and they trusted him more. He made plays, has speed. He'll hit you. He'll cover. I think he's gonna start full time next season. So we'll see what the Cowboys linebacking corps might look like this upcoming season. It could be Wilson, Lee, and Jalen Smith if he's fully recovered and ready to go. That would be a formidable linebacker corps. So I'm excited about that. Mark Nazacha, you know, plus special teams guy, depth guy. Gimson didn't make the team. Jeff Swain, I like this pick here. Remember, we didn't have this pick, the 7th round. We traded back into that round to get him. Ended up being a good pick. He's really good in run blocking. And you know, this season when he got hurt and he got out, the running game kind of took a little hit for a little bit, and then they got back on track, but they missed Jeff Swain in the running game, so hopefully he'll be back. I think he's a good addition. He's probably going to end up replacing, you know, the other guy here, James Hanna, if he can't recover. So it looks like he has the potential to get more playing time, obviously. 2016, Ezekiel Elliott. What can you say? Total beast. Already atop the NFL rushing elite. In year 1, this guy did everything, man. What a season this guy had. He's going to be something else. You know, he's in the NFL program with Wojcik. He's going to get bigger, faster, stronger. He's going to run over a lot of people. He's already physical. Get him in Wojcik's program for another year, offseason program. This guy, man, he's the potential. This guy could be the next AP, if not better. Okay, Jalen Smith, we'll see what he does here. You know, in the interview I had with him, he said he's ready to go. He's ready. He's getting his speed back. So I'm really looking forward to that. Malik Collins looked like a 3rd round steal. He started making plays. Charles Tapper has potential. Had the back issue. Supposedly he was born with some kind of back issue. I don't know what's going to happen with him. Hopefully he'll turn around. And then, of course, the leader of the team, Dak Prescott. What a pick, man. What a steal for the Cowboys. But I remember through the whole process, his name kept coming up. You know, they kept interviewing him. They kept visiting with him. They brought him in. They worked him out. So when they took him, it wasn't a big surprise to me. You know, I was already familiar with the name. But for him to come in and do what he did was something special, you know. Everybody was saying he would be a developmental quarterback and he would need to sit, but that wasn't the case. This guy was one of those proverbial diamonds in the rough, okay? Anthony Brown looks like he's going to be somebody too. So if Claiborne or Carr walk away, I think we'll be okay with Brown filling in. I really do. He did good for a rookie, all right, in the 6th round. They should have left him in there in that Green Bay game instead of putting Claiborne in there. They messed up with that call, you know, but it is what it is. Kevon Frazier, round 6. We'll see what he does. But this guy make the team and become a starter. This pick here, Darius Jackson, we should have kept this guy. This was a big mistake. You know, they kept Dunbar. The guy can't block. I am done with Dunbar, man. I wanted them to keep Darius Jackson. They should have kept him because he does everything that Dunbar could have done. He can catch the ball. He's big. He has speed. They messed up on that one. They missed that call there. Rico Gallers, very raw basketball player, went you know, getting his feet under him. So they developed him on the practice squad there. Supposedly had a good some good sessions there with Romo. So this guy might be coming around. We'll see what he does. Okay. So that's it for those picks. So let's look at this slide here. I have this slide here. Let's take a look at it. So we went over all the Garrett's draft classes, and if you look at this slide here, here they are. These are Garrett's best picks. Okay, 2011 Tyron Smith and DeMarco Murray, great picks. 2013 Travis Frederick. What else can you say? This guy is worth every penny. 2014 Zach Martin. All pro, man. Pro Bowl every year. All pro 2 years. This guy's gonna get paid big time. You know what I mean? Big. He's probably gonna set the market for the offensive guard. So the Cowboys, they need to parlay some of these contracts. You know, they're gonna get some money with Romo. We'll see what they do with Tyron Crawford. That Tyron Crawford's money is way too much. They might end up being a cap casualty. Free up, flip that money, and pay Zach Martin big time. Okay. 2016, Ezekiel Elliott. These two guys, Zeke and Dak. We already know these guys are the real deal. We don't have to wait to see 3 years in to see if they're going to be good. These guys are totally legit. All right. What's missing here? Byron Jones. He's not on there yet. We'll see what he does. I need to see more from him. All right. But that's it. Let me know what you guys think. All right. So who from Garrett's draft classes, who are your favorite picks? And which picks do you not really care for? Or which picks were bad in your opinion? Okay. Let me know in the comments. Please like and subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate everybody visiting and you know, filling up the videos with commentary. I really do appreciate it. All right, guys. So we'll see you back here when news breaks. We'll come out here with another video, and of course, every week we're having videos. So definitely come back, check back, and we'll have more stuff for you guys. All right. Thanks.